Listen carefully. This message is not for everyone. This message is for the one who cried in silence, the one who smiled in public, but broke down alone. The one who kept praying when nothing changed, the one who watched everybody else move forward while their own life felt stuck in darkness. Hear this clearly. God is saying, your financial miracle will shock everyone around you. The same people who doubted you will soon witness what only God could have done. The same people who ignored you will suddenly remember your name. The same people who laughed at your struggle will stand speechless when God changes your story overnight, because what God is about to do in your life cannot be explained by human logic. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is prophecy. You thought God abandoned you, but heaven was preparing you. You thought the delay meant denial, but God was building something behind the scenes, something bigger, something eternal, something that would not only bless you, but expose every person who secretly celebrated your suffering. Listen carefully. There is a reason your journey has been painful. There is a reason people betrayed you. There is a reason doors closed. There is a reason you felt isolated, because God separates His chosen before He elevates them. And you were never ordinary. You were chosen. Chosen to carry something heavy. Chosen to survive battles nobody knew about. Chosen to walk through seasons that would have destroyed weaker people. The enemy attacked your finances because your future carries power. The enemy attacked your confidence because your voice carries authority. The enemy attacked your peace because your destiny terrifies darkness. But hear this clearly. The season of suffering is ending. The season of hidden tears is ending. The season of praying without seeing results is ending. God is about to release restoration, and when it happens, people will not believe their eyes, because your comeback will not look natural, it will look divine. Music rises slowly, and tonight, God wants you to understand something deeply. Your financial breakthrough is connected to your spiritual transformation. Before God trusted you with increase, He had to prepare your heart. Before God released abundance, He had to remove fake people. Before elevation, there had to be separation. Before glory, there had to be wilderness. And now, the wilderness is almost over. Stay with this message until the end, because God is about to confirm something in your spirit that will change the way you see your life forever. Chosen one, you have spent too much time believing your suffering was meaningless. But hear this clearly. Nothing you survived was wasted. Every betrayal, every rejection, every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, every moment you felt forgotten, God saw all of it, and while you were crying, heaven was working. Listen carefully. Some people were promoted publicly, but you were prepared privately. That is why your process felt lonely. God had to isolate you before He revealed you, because some blessings can only grow in hidden places. The world saw silence, but God saw transformation. The world saw delay, but God saw preparation. The world saw weakness, but heaven saw endurance. You kept wondering why your life looked different from everyone else, why things never came easily, why people walked away, why opportunities disappeared at the last second, why you felt spiritually exhausted. Hear this clearly. The enemy was trying to stop what God placed inside you, because there is something dangerous about a chosen person who refuses to quit. There is something powerful about someone who keeps trusting God while surrounded by disappointment. That kind of faith shakes the kingdom of darkness. And the enemy knew, if you ever discovered who you truly are, Nothing would stop you. So he attacked your finances, he attacked your relationships, he attacked your confidence, he attacked your mind. He tried to make you believe you were cursed. But God is saying, you were never cursed. You were chosen. And chosen people carry heavy battles. Listen carefully. Joseph was betrayed before he was elevated. David was hunted before he became king. Job lost everything before restoration arrived. Jesus himself was rejected before resurrection power was revealed. So why did you think your journey would be easy? Hear this clearly. The pain was shaping you. The silence was teaching you. The loneliness was strengthening you. And the delay was protecting you. Because if God had given you everything too early, the wrong people would have destroyed it. God had to remove certain people from your life. People who smiled in your face but secretly prayed against your success. People who enjoyed your weakness. People who only loved you when you were struggling, but the moment God starts lifting you, those same people become uncomfortable. Because your elevation exposes their true heart. Listen carefully. Some people were assignments, not destiny. Some people entered your life to test your spirit, to reveal your strength, to expose your discernment. And yes, some heartbreaks nearly destroyed you. Some betrayals cut deeply. Some nights felt unbearable. You prayed with tears running down your face. You asked God why everything hurt so much. But now, you are beginning to understand God was emptying your hands so he could place something greater inside them. Hear this clearly. Your financial miracle is not only about money. It is about restoration. It is about dignity. It is about proof. Proof that God never abandoned you. Proof that heaven heard every prayer. Proof that your suffering had purpose. The people around you thought your silence meant weakness, but they never understood the war you were fighting internally. You were battling fear, battling discouragement, battling spiritual exhaustion, battling disappointment. And somehow, you still kept believing. That is why heaven is about to reward your endurance. Listen carefully. God often hides his chosen during seasons of preparation because isolation creates intimacy, and intimacy creates strength. You thought you were alone, but God was teaching you how to depend on him completely. When friends disappeared, God remained. When opportunities vanished, God remained. When nobody understood your pain, God remained. And now your spirit has matured. Now your faith is deeper. Now your discernment is sharper. Now you can recognize fake love faster. Now you understand that not everybody clapping for you actually wants you to win. Hear this clearly. God is protecting your next season. That is why certain people had to leave. That is why certain doors had to close. That is why confusion entered your life. Because God was rearranging your environment before your breakthrough. Listen carefully. There are blessings that only arrive after separation. Some people cannot go where God is taking you. Not because you are better than them, but because your assignment is different. Chosen people carry unusual destinies, and unusual destinies require unusual preparation. That is why your path felt strange. You were never meant to fit in. You were designed to stand apart. Hear this clearly. The financial struggle was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to teach you stewardship. The delay was not punishment, it was protection. The isolation was not abandonment, it was preparation. And now, everything is shifting. You may not fully see it yet. But spiritually, the atmosphere around your life is changing. God is opening doors quietly. God is moving people into position. God is creating opportunities behind the scenes. The breakthrough is closer than you think. Listen carefully. There were moments you wanted to quit, moments you were tired of being strong, moments you questioned your own worth, moments you felt forgotten. But God is saying, if you could see what heaven has prepared for you, you would understand why the battle became so intense. Because your future carries impact. Your testimony will heal people. Your breakthrough will inspire people. Your restoration will awaken people. And the enemy tried everything to stop it. But he failed. Hear this clearly. You survived for a reason. You survived the heartbreak. You survived the rejection. You survived the warfare. You survived the confusion. You survived because God preserved you. And now, the reward season is approaching. The same God who sustained you in secret is about to bless you publicly. The same God who heard your silent prayers is about to answer loudly. The same God who carried you through darkness is about to reveal His glory through your life. Listen carefully. People are about to witness a version of you they never expected. Not arrogant, not bitter, but transformed, stronger, wiser, more discerning, more anointed, more fearless. The pain changed you, but it did not destroy you. And now God is saying, get ready, because the season of hidden preparation is ending, and the season of supernatural increase is beginning. Hear this clearly. God is about to do something in your life that cannot be explained naturally. People will try to understand it. They will try to analyze it. They will try to figure out how everything changed so quickly. But they will not understand, because what God is preparing for you will not come from human systems alone. It will come from divine favor. Listen carefully. You have entered a season where God is separating you from limitation. The old version of you is dying. The fearful version, the broken version, the version that constantly doubted itself. God is removing that identity because your next season requires confidence. Your next season requires spiritual authority. Your next season requires boldness. Hear this clearly. You cannot carry abundance with a defeated mindset. So God had to heal you internally before elevating you externally. That is why the process took longer than expected. God was rebuilding your spirit. Listen carefully. Some of you lost everything: relationships, friendships, finances, peace. And during those dark moments, you thought your life was falling apart. But heaven says it was falling into alignment. God had to break certain attachments, because where you are going requires freedom. Hear this clearly. Your breakthrough is not random. It is connected to obedience, connected to endurance, connected to faith during silence. Many people give up when heaven becomes quiet. But you stayed. You kept praying. You kept hoping. You kept believing when there was no evidence. And that kind of faith moves heaven. Listen carefully. God is watching how you survive hidden seasons. Anybody can praise God during success, but chosen people worship during uncertainty. Chosen people trust God while crying. Chosen people keep moving even with wounded hearts. And heaven honors that endurance. Hear this clearly. There are people who underestimated you because they only saw your current condition. They saw the struggle. They saw the silence. They saw the delay. But they never saw the oil on your life. They never saw the spiritual protection surrounding you. They never saw the angels fighting battles you knew nothing about. Listen carefully. You survived situations that should have broken you. That was not luck. That was God. There were moments the enemy wanted you depressed. Moments he wanted you hopeless. Moments he wanted you to stop believing in your future. But God kept whispering, Keep going. Keep trusting. Keep believing. And now, you are standing at the edge of transformation. Hear this clearly. Your financial miracle will not only change your bank account, it will change your atmosphere. It will change your confidence. It will change the way people treat you. And suddenly, the same people who ignored you will start paying attention. The same people who disappeared during your struggle will try to reconnect. The same people who doubted your future will suddenly act supportive. But listen carefully. Not everyone who returns belongs in your next season. God is saying, protect your spirit, protect your peace, protect your assignment, because elevation attracts attention. And not all attention is pure. Hear this clearly. Some people only value you after God blesses you publicly. But where were they during the hidden season? Where were they during the tears? Where were they during the nights you questioned everything? God saw it all. And heaven is teaching you discernment. Listen carefully. The chosen walk differently after suffering. Pain sharpens vision. Betrayal increases wisdom. Loneliness strengthens discernment. Silence deepens faith. You are not the same person anymore. And that transformation is exactly why your breakthrough is close. Hear this clearly. Before every elevation, there is warfare. That is why things became heavier recently. That is why attacks increased. That is why confusion intensified. The enemy senses transition. He knows something is changing. But listen carefully. Darkness cannot stop what God has ordained. If God opened the door, no enemy can close it. If God speaks increase over your life, no person can block it. If heaven decided this is your season, nothing can reverse it. Hear this clearly. You are closer than you think. Do not quit now. Do not allow temporary pain to make you abandon permanent purpose. You have survived too much to stop now. The breakthrough is near. The restoration is near. The answered prayer is near. Listen carefully. God often waits until the situation looks impossible. Why? Because impossible situations create undeniable miracles. When your story changes, nobody will be able to take credit except God. And that is exactly how heaven planned it. Hear this clearly. The miracle will shock people because they counted you out. They thought your silence meant failure. They thought your isolation meant weakness. They thought your struggle would last forever. But God was writing a different ending, an ending filled with restoration, an ending filled with favor, an ending filled with abundance. Listen carefully. This next season will require courage, because God is calling you higher. Higher thinking, higher discipline, higher standards, higher faith. You cannot enter a new season carrying old fear. Hear this clearly. Some opportunities are about to enter your life unexpectedly. Unexpected connections, unexpected doors, unexpected financial increase, unexpected restoration. And when it happens, do not sabotage it with doubt. Debt fit it. Thank God for it. Walk boldly into it, because you prayed for this season, you cried for this season, you survived for this season. Listen carefully. God is also warning you. Not everybody celebrating your breakthrough truly supports you. Some people are attracted to your blessing, but disconnected from your spirit. Discern carefully, move wisely, pray constantly, stay humble, because the higher God lifts you, the more important spiritual wisdom becomes. Hear this clearly. Your breakthrough is bigger than money. This is about generational change. This is about freedom. This is about becoming the person God created you to be. You are breaking cycles, breaking limitations, breaking fear.